Alright, hey guys, I apologize. This collection video was going to be 3 parts, but my camera actually died on me. So, this is the 4th and final part of the complete Disney Blu-ray and DVD collection. Alright, and, in case you didn't see my first part, I'm doing these in order of theatrical release. So, obviously Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was my first one. And now you're going to see one of the more recent releases here. So, what I was saying at the end of last part was simply that, there was going to be an Enchanted 2, because that's the movie I was showing. But anyway, let's just get right on to this part here. First up is WALL-E. Now, the thing about this movie is, it's I consider it to be really realistic. I think that it's, honestly, they made this movie for a reason, because the fact that all these great stores are going out of business means that people just want to buy stuff online because it's more convenient. And someday, I honestly think people are going to just end up in chairs just like in this movie. Because people will forget, how to walk, and because they don't want to leave their house, So I think that WALL-E is a very kind of powerful film. And it's kind of strange, too, because the first and second halves of the film are completely different. Okay, next up is Bolt on DVD. Now, I want to get the Blu-ray combo pack, the 3D one, but anyway, in this film I really love the little hamster and the cat. That's voiced by Susie Essman from Curb Your Enthusiasm, who's hilarious. But the one thing that ruins this movie is that, as you can see up there, Miley Cyrus. Don't know why they let her in this movie, to be honest. But I wish this had a slipcover. It doesn't. But anyway, let's Bolt. Next up, a garbage movie in my opinion, and that's Bedtime Stories. This is kind of the deluxe version with a really nice slipcover, though. But Adam Sandler, just simply enough, should not be working with Disney. I mean, I couldn't think of someone less suited, except maybe like Seth Rogen, to work with Disney. So anyway, I got this for free on Disney Movie Rewards, though, so I would never pay money for this. But anyway, that's Bedtime Stories. Alright, next up, one of my favorite classics, and that is The Princess and the Frog. Really nice slipcover once again. I really need this on Blu-ray, but this movie is so incredible. The fact that, they left the CGI world to go back to hand-drawn princesses. I wish they continued that, but obviously with Tangled, they stopped. But anyway, I love this movie. Very, very heartwarming as well. And kind of sad, too. I know a few people that cried at this. So anyway, highly recommend this movie. It's one of probably my all-time favorite princess movie, if you can believe that. Actually, no, Sleeping Beauty is then that. But anyway, next up, I was talking about how I had watched all 3 Toy Story movies last night. And this movie is so amazing, but yet so sad as well. Particularly the end. You guys know what I'm talking about when, and just for some reason when they show Woody up close at the final scene, it's a tearjerker. It really is. But anyway, I hate Lotso, by the way. He's so mean. But this is really a movie that everyone needs in their collection. Alright, speaking of CGI princesses, here you go. This is the first CGI princess ever, which I do not like. The story's alright. I enjoyed the little gecko. I believe his name is Pascal or something like that. But he was funny. But other than him, I really wasn't in love with any of the characters in this film. But yeah, that's Tangled. Looks good on Blu-ray, however. Okay, next up is Tron Legacy. Now, this is a movie I desperately need on Blu-ray because I've heard the picture quality is stunning on this. But this is definitely a good movie. I do recommend watching the first one before you see this. I didn't, and I was kind of confused at some areas of the film. But, yeah, I still need to get the first one and this one on Blu-ray. So, anyway, that's Tron Legacy. One more thing was Electronica at California Adventure was really fun, and that was based off this. And they got rid of that recently, which kind of sucks because I've heard not so good things about the Mad Tea Party, which replaced it. But anyway, that's Tron Legacy. Okay, next up, a film that got horrible reception, and that is Mars Needs Moms. Now, the thing with this movie was I actually really enjoyed it, but it was the worst box office film of all time. Okay, so I think that's really unfair because I loved it. I thought it had a lot of cool scenery. I thought the characters looked pretty cool, and it was kind of something new. And I really liked it. I wish it did a lot better, but obviously it didn't. It was the worst box office film of all time. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. It's a good film. Okay, next up, to complete the quadrilogy, that is Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the Best Buy exclusive, the 3D one as well, so you can see. It has 6 discs. It says 5, but Best Buy included an extra disc. This one is the third best in the series, in my opinion. Just, it's not significantly better than the third one, but it is a little bit better, but still. Actually, I heard with the new one, the 5th one, it's going to be kind of a standalone film, so it's not going to play off the story, which is kind of weird. But anyway, next up is Cars 2. This is the only Pixar film I really have on Blu-ray, and I have A Bug's Life, but this is the worst Pixar film ever, in my opinion. Horrible, awful. Disney only made this movie to make toys of it. We all know that. In Cars Land, there's really nothing of this film in there, and I think that's for a good reason, because this film sucks. I don't normally say that about anything with a Disney logo on it, but this film honestly sucks. The only thing I saw in Cars Land with regarding Cars 2 was one little poster of Francesco Bernoulli in Luigi's Casa della Tires, and also just on a billboard it says Sir Tomater, which he got knighted in this film, obviously, so that's just a tiny little nod to this movie. But other than that, I think Disney knows how horrible this movie really is. And I don't know why they put Lightning McQueen on the front there, because he says about 5 words in the whole movie. They just dumped all those great characters that we came to love in the original Cars. So I don't recommend that unless you're a collector like myself. Okay, next up, another classic, the most recent, and that is Winnie the Pooh. It's an alright movie. It's not great. It's fun, but it's 63 minutes long, I believe. Let me check on that. Yep, 63 minutes long, as you guys can see down there. And that's just really not going to cut it for a full-length film. It has a really nice slipcover, however. I love the cover art on there. But just 63 minutes long. You'd like a little bit more from a classic. Okay, and to wrap up this collection, John Carter in 3D. Now, this is one of the most underrated Disney films ever, in my opinion. I absolutely loved it. I thought everything about it was cool. Now, I know a lot of people might disagree with this or get mad when I say this, but it's kind of like a new take on Star Wars. It's not anything, I'm not saying it's better than Star Wars or anything. I'm just kind of saying it's kind of as close as you can get for a modern day film. Oops. There's a great CGI, as you can see those guys there. I forget what they're called. But, just everything about this movie I liked. I had a hard time finding one thing wrong with it. And I also really liked Willem Dafoe's voiceover in this as one of the aliens. But yeah, I highly recommend this to anyone. Seriously, give this movie a chance. Unfortunately, it was going to be a trilogy, but since it did so weak at the box office, I think they canceled that, which really sucks, because that movie is very amazing. Okay, guys? So that is it for my complete collection. Please like this video and please subscribe to me. This channel is going to be all about Disney attractions, different walkthroughs in all the different lands in Disneyland, California Adventure, Disney World, and just everything Disney. Maybe an occasional Vinylmation unboxing, obviously Disney Blu-ray unboxings, everything like that. This channel is gonna have. And if you like other films that are on Blu-ray, definitely check out my other channel, Evan at the Disco. That's where I do all my Blu-ray stuff that's not Disney. So anyway, guys, I hope you like this. Let me know what you think of my collection. If you missed the other parts, definitely go back and watch them. All the links will be down below in the show notes. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.